This is 30 is boring.
Hello.
Yeah, and we are back.
Yeah.
So today, you don't know what's going on. Sorry.
Tell them.
We almost had like some serious fights here. Maybe. So yeah, you know how when we are young, especially for those that went to church, you would hear, "Be content with what you have."
Yeah.
And there's be content, don't envy, all those things you hear at Sunday school. Even growing up, even as an adult, you hear those things in church as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also this thing growing up, we have ambitions.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own ambitions.
When you go to school, they ask you, what do you want to become?
Yeah.
You state what you want to become, and that's like a goal for you.
Though even for the religious folks,
Yeah.
the ambition is to make heaven.
Yeah. Bro, the ambition is to make it.
So it's not something worldly, it's like everywhere ambition.
Yeah. So today, that's what we're going to discuss. And Alfred, tell me about this contentment thing.
Okay, so being content basically is like being at a state where you are okay with what you have.
Okay.
Like being happy with what you have at the moment.
Okay.
And not being overly worried about what you are going to do tomorrow or what tomorrow will bring.
Or what you don't have.
Yeah, what you don't have.
Okay.
Just like being okay. I have this. I'm okay with it for now. So that's what's being content with.
Okay. Kojo, how do you see ambition?
Well, like we said earlier, it's basically about having like the desire to achieve goals or objectives.
Okay.
Right? So basically when you say someone is ambitious, that means that person has strong desires, has goals that he or she wants to really achieve. So basically that's, to me, in simple terms, that's ambition.
Okay. Oh, I guess it makes sense, right?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
But this contentment thing, like, are there any advantages to it?
Yeah.
Or,
like being
advantages?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of advantages with being content. So if you are content, I think you tend to be happier. Okay, because you know that, like, let me explain it this way. You want to get 10 cars. That's ambition. Your ambition is to get 10 cars. But you have 2 now. And you are okay with the 2 for now. So you are like happy. You are not worried that you've not gotten the 10 cars.
10 cars yet.
And you not be like, it doesn't give you worries. You don't sleep at night thinking about, oh, how am I going to get the 10
small cars?
Yeah, at all costs. So it makes you happier.
Okay.
Also, it makes you less envious of your friends or colleagues.
Well, basically, you hear a lot of that in church. When you're content, you don't envy your friends.
Envy, or like my friend has 8 cars. I have 2, but I'm happy.
Yeah.
Probably my friend might not even be happy because he wants to get 50 cars and he has 8.
Yeah. Well.
So he's always worried about getting the other remaining 42 to make
that's
him.
a lot.
Yeah.
As compared to yours, where it's 10 and you have
10
2.
and I have 2. I'm happy. I'm chilled. Like, also, like, one of our major problems in Africa is corruption. And corruption is fueled by being too ambitious and not being content. Let me give you an example. So, a politician recently, some judge tweeted something like that about elections, where you have to go and find a certain amount of money to be able to do your campaign.
Yeah.
You know yourself. You know that you don't have that amount of money to do the campaign. So
where do you find the money?
You go to a businessman.
Yeah.
Who gives you the money to do the campaign. Then after elections, you'll be forced to be giving them contracts and all those things, which leads to corruption. If you were content, you know that, okay, I don't have the money at this time, so let me relax and gather my money. Then when I have the money, I go for the position. So when you go for the position at that time, you'll not be forced to give people who don't deserve contracts.
Wow.
Then
I think when it comes to that and ambition, right? I feel like because of your ambition, you can do certain things which is still legal.
Yeah.
No,
and still go for the election?
let me step in.
Okay.
I feel I can drill holes in his points, right?
Okay.
So you have 2 cars. Your goal is 10. So it's like in a classroom, the highest score is 100, and you score 20, and you tell me, "Wow,
No.
I'm cool with it." No. Let me make my point. No. Let me make my point.
Let me.
I was quiet when he was making his point.
No.
So let me drop. Let me land, and then
Okay.
right. So you have 2 cars,
Yeah.
but your initial goal was 10,
Yeah.
and then you stop at 2.
So,
So I feel contentment, as he said, kills one's drive.
okay.
So it destroys ambition, and it makes you settle for less. That is how I see it.
Makes you settle for less.
That's how I see it.
So
No.
wait, can I come in here?
Okay.
Okay, so being content with using the car analogy doesn't mean that the two doesn't. It's like you are in a class and you know that the pass mark is 50.
Yeah.
Then you get like 60.
Yeah.
It doesn't being content. If you get 20 out of 100, it means you failed. But being content doesn't mean you failed.
So let's say you got 50, you hit the pass mark.
You got the pass mark.
So
and
now
you are like, okay, I'm okay.
Okay, so you won't be counted among excellence. Among the excellent students. And 2, you might miss out on scholarships and a whole lot. So still makes you.
But it comes in to the point that being content doesn't have to do with what people think or what other people think is like the pinnacle of something. It's what you,
Alfred,
you personally, what you think.
Okay.
But you said the target for 10 cars. I didn't say. Society didn't say 10 cars.
Yeah.
No,
you said it.
No, but I want 10 cars. But I know that when I get 2, I'll still be happy.
Okay.
That's it.
So my next point would be about contentment.
Yeah.
He's talking about contentment being everything good. So apart from killing your drive, I would say we live in a dynamic world, right? An ever-changing world.
Yeah.
And here you are with a static mindset that I'm cool with this, right? Don't you know? For example, I'm earning $1,000 a month, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm able to buy whatever
You need to get.
I need to buy, and then something happens. Let's say economically, there's a change, high inflation.
Which happens all the time. Like
Exactly.
Especially in this country.
So now the prices of goods become go so high, it goes double, triple.
Yeah.
How do I become content with that? How do I cope?
So
I think
with that, being content also doesn't mean you have to be static. You have to be at one place. I think when things change, even a content person would have to change with the times. You don't have to, that right now, $10,000 is not enough.
It's not enough.
But I always say somebody who is content will know that right now $10,000 will not be able to sustain my the level of happiness I want, or the level of enjoyment. So you have to readjust.
I don't know. I feel contentment is just accepting that you can do better.
No, that's not it.
The way you guys are putting contentment, ambition on.
Yeah, no, they are contrasting. I feel they are contrasting.
Do you think they can coexist?
Yes.
No, I want him to answer first, so I can drill holes in his point. So let's see.
Today they say like one of those NDC MPP.
Sure.
They can coexist.
But then for now, I don't want to be political. So
they can coexist.
Yeah.
Let me use your
example.
Your example. So you know that 10,000 is not okay for you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Initially, you were content with 10,000, but now 10,000 is not okay for you. So you have to be a little bit ambitious, okay, to increase your income a little. But you
and go back to your contentment level.
Yes, then get back to your contentment level.
So basically, are you saying contentment is like knowing when to stop?
Yes, knowing when to stop. Like you know that, okay, when I get here,
I need to stop.
Okay.
Take a break.
Yeah, I'm okay. It doesn't mean.
I don't
that-
think you should stop. Oh, I
and
think
it doesn't
you
mean
should be
you
happy.
should like
but you should still strive for more.
the right word is not stop. You should be happy, like when you feel within you.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you're saying. Contentment is personal.
So
when
happy.
you feel within you that okay, I'm happy with where I am. now.
Okay, so even though
Then-
you have not gotten what you want,
It doesn't mean you should stop, but you can relax a little to.
I don't think the word is relax. I think the word is not being too hard on yourself.
Too hard on yourself.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
But that's relax. Okay, so I've forgotten the point, but it's okay. What were you even saying? I can't even gather my thoughts.
Like
I was in a hurry to attack it. Oh shit!
Like I'm saying, being happy with.
Oh,
where you-
happy,
Yes.
right? So happy is cool.
Yeah.
Like it's good to be happy,
Yeah.
but it's better to be happier, and it's better to be happiest.
Okay.
So he's happy, and I feel with ambition I can
Once
be
you-
happier,
Once you meet your ambition, you
I can be
become
happier.
Yeah. Okay.
and then I can be happiest.
Like, and that's what I'm saying. You are making.
So when you stop, I go ahead and I become happier.
Kojo is like it's like you are comparing two people. Okay.
Yeah.
So even though you are happy, I am happier than.
No, I'm saying there's a state.
How can I apply to you?
No. I'm saying there's a state better than being happy, and that state is called happier. And then there's a state better than happier, which is called happiest.
Maybe the person who is content.
It's happiest.
Maybe
No,
maybe that one is
Until he's hit by an external.
then
something.
you readjust.
Oh, so why not just always be on your toes and.
No, but I don't
Being
think
content
but
doesn't
you're
mean-
saying that they can coexist. That means you can be content
Okay.
and still be ambitious.
Yeah.
Okay, but me, this is how I see it, right?
Yeah.
I see they are contrasting. Trying to bring them together would require a great deal of discipline,
Yeah.
Okay.
right? So, and discipline is not it's not one trait or characteristic we all have. That's something you really need to
To work on.
develop.
Yeah.
You get the point.
Yeah.
So it can coexist, but then
It takes a lot of hard work.
it takes a lot of discipline,
Yeah.
dedication, and hard work. But do we all have that? No.
No.
So I feel it's like on paper, it looks possible,
It's easier to do
Okay.
that.
but in real life,
It's difficult.
But
It's-
I get you though, because sometimes being content can also make you a little bit lazy.
lazy. So when do you know, like,
Yeah.
there are fine lines? No, thin lines rather.
Yeah.
So when do you cross from being content to being lazy,
Being lazy.
and then from being ambitious to being corrupt or envious or jealous?
You
So
have to know where to.
But I think once, like with regards to these two things, once you know yourself and you know where you are,
Yeah.
I don't think when you know like your ambitions, you can easily see when you're being greedy,
When you are being greedy.
and when you're content, you can easily see when you're
when you
getting
are-
lazy.
well.
Yeah.
I get your point. Still, on paper, it's easier. So I remember when I was earning what
That's true.
okay. There was a point where I wasn't earning what I currently earn,
And you thought
and I thought back then that if I got to this point,
where you are now, you
life would be so.
yeah.
So, but that means you met your ambition,
yeah.
and you're still not happy.
Yes.
No, I want to be happy, but I can't be happy.
No.
I can't be happy when I know I'm hungry. I can't be happy when I know I can't afford basic things I
So
need.
it means you've not gotten to your.
No, but you already met your ambition now.
5 years ago, this was my ambition. Like I was like, yeah.
Okay, so that comes to my earlier point that when you get there, you have to readjust. And like life is all about.
Life is dynamic.
yeah,
There's
okay,
always
You
that's my
always
point,
have
that's
to make new plans, or how do you?
Okay, so
No,
we-
and even with the ambition, right? Once you meet that ambition you want to meet,
You have to set-
that the world end.
No,
Oh,
so you have to set
New ones.
it's like you like playing Zuma. So it's
Yeah.
like you play level 1.
Yeah,
You get to level 2.
level 2.
So you don't stick to playing level 1, level 1, level 1.
Then when you get to a level, they are killing you, sir. Then you know that okay,
This is where it
my
ends.
level.
But you can still move forward.
Yeah.
Just that at the moment,
Yeah, you have to
You look
go,
back and
yeah.
you
Oh,
okay,
I've
been able to
gotten
go.
all the way here.
Uh-huh.
So I'm okay. Let me practice kakra before.
So I don't want to sound so argumentative. So at the end of the day, I'll end up having enemies among our viewers. So I think let's leave it to them to
Alright,
we
so-
need their views too.
Yeah, guys, so don't forget to leave a comment.
Yeah,
It's very
Let us know
important,
what
yeah,
you're
yeah.
thinking, yeah. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Like the video.
And
Yeah.
share.
Yeah,
share.
Yeah, let's build a community together.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So this has been 30's Boy. Peace.
Bye bye.